Hey guys, happy Saturday morning. Now I'm sitting right in front of our cactus trees. And look at the plant. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. It all depends on the individual because some people like various other trees. For me, I love the beauty of nature. I love the trees and the plants. See me sometime going in the park. I'm staring at the various trees and the tree chunks and the leaf, how tall or how short the trees. So that me. But looking at the cactus. I was just reading a little about the cactus plant this morning, and they say Mexico is a place with over 90 varieties of cactus in two main deserts that they have there. In Jamaica, we have our cactus is called tuna. But they say all of them or most of them have medicinal usage. For example, it's helped to lower cholesterol, control blood pressure level, blood sugar level, all of that. So it's really good. But sometimes just thinking and looking at the plant, quiet by yourself, you can just get look into deeper aspect of your life in terms of meditation. Sometimes you need to be somewhere where it's just you alone, right? You dig deeper into your inner self just to look and to see what probably you want to be, what you'd like to achieve, how far you'd like to grow, what you'd like for your family, your friend, what contribution you'd like to make to this beautiful world. So here we are. We're in 2026, and a lot of us are probably, most of us, including myself, probably didn't like how 2025 turned out to be. So we thank God for a new year, but we also thank God. So this is a new year for a new start, right? We're in the middle of January already. So it's just time for us to put our mindset together and to see what can we do better. How can we enhance our health this year? How can we eat better? How can we strive for more? How can we focus to get the thing that we'd like to achieve? If we didn't achieve our goals and dreams last year, this is a time to really reflect and see what can we do, right? Is more we should have done? Is something we need to improve upon? Or what is it? So I look back at myself and see there's a lot of things that I didn't accomplish. I take a look back and see why I didn't accomplish some of these stuff. And we all always like to blame, but it's best to look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and say, you know something, Harold, you did not accomplish A, B, and C because you didn't do A, B, and C. And not just that, even if I did do A, B, and C, did I give it all I got? Did I sit down and focus and draw out a plan how to achieve A, B, and C, whatever that goal is? So this is a new time, a new day. We could say new time, but not really. It's a new year. So we have another chance. Thank God for us that made it through the year. A lot of people didn't. A lot of family members. And this is where the world is. That's what life, right? But what I'd like to say is something that I'm going to do for myself, which I started before, and to set out a goals of exactly what I would like to achieve. What do I like to achieve in the first 30 days, in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? Where would I like to be physically, mentally, financially, December of 2026? What's those goals? How can I achieve it? What I need to do? And the great thing now with AI, it's like we can Google and just Google a format, right? How to set my goals. First of all, know what you want. That's your why, that's your purpose. What is it? Some people want a home. Some people want to own their own business. Most people probably want to retire if they have enough money. But generally speaking, most people want to make more money. And what I realized over the year also, most people would like to make passive income, not necessarily go out there and work 37, 40 hours per week. Have a boss over their shoulder. Most people not, but we have to do what we have to do, right? But it's a new time, so I would encourage everybody that's hearing this, take some time out for yourself, right? Sit down by yourself, walk around the block, sit in the park. But the whole idea is to get yourself in a spot. Sometimes you can do it even in the bathroom. Sit down, meditate for a few minutes, because a lot of us, including myself, we get taken over by all the bloggers, okay? Facebook, all the social media. You know, sometimes you're searching for something, or you're looking for something, and you stumble on something, and that little video on TikTok, get so interested, you start to watch it, and before you know it, you watch 2, and you watch 3, and you watch 4, and before you know it, you have an hour pass, and you're still on it. And what you set out to achieve or to think about, you didn't. It so happens sometimes. It's like sometimes you go to the store and you have a grocery list, and while you're out there shopping for grocery, your intention is to pick up 3 specific items. Guess what? Out of the store with 20 items, our intention was to spend $20, and then now we spend $80. So that brings me to the budget. We all need to set a budget. We need to have a budget. A budget is good. A budget is no different from a game plan. A game plan we just talk about for the stuff you'd like to achieve. Whether you want to go to school, you want to become a teacher, a nurse, or whatever that is for you. But it's no different. It's nice to have a plan, and it's the same thing with the budget. And the budget has so much meaning because there's so many people living paycheck to paycheck. So if individual making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, but you're spending $5,000 a month, it's like you're in a hole. You're behind the 8 ball, and which is most people. And that's why a budget is crucial, because some people, the money that you're making on a monthly basis is going right back in bills. If it's not the mortgage, it's rents, and it's food, and it's stuff that you just have to do. Right? So we're always behind. So the end of the year, $40,000, right? $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, whatever that is. And if you look at the saving, how much you save out of that, how much we save out of that is little or nothing. If we look back for the last 10 years, for example, and calculate how much we make per year, whatever that job is, you have that number, not I. Someone may make 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. Some may make $500,000, whatever that is. But look at that number and see how much of that you have saved today. Right? And if you don't like the answer, it is all more important, most important for us to just start to make a plan. But your budget is very, very important. You know, you start with a little spreadsheet, sheet, get a little note, sit down, take a look, and say, okay, this is the X amount for light bill, water rate, X amount to take care of the rent, the mortgage, X amount if you have kids to take care of the kids. And when you come up to that amount, you may get, for example, just wrote something, call it $3,000. If you're making $4,000 a month, right, you have to see how much of that will you have to save. But when you tighten up that budget now, your spending power can increase, because what happens when you go out there just to shop, now you know exactly, look here, I'm out to spend $20. I'm out to spend $40. I'm not going to go over it. Or you can have what you call a little miscellaneous, right? That means you say, okay, it's $20 I'm going to spend, but if push comes to shove, I may have to spend $30. But it's good to know what that is. right? One of the things I like to talk about is savings, is do automatic savings. So you may have some kind of investment. This could be a mutual fund. It could be high yield saving, whatever you believe in, right? But you have it automatically, whether it's a 25, 50, or $100 coming out every single month. And when that come out every single month, you look at it, and sometimes you can even increase that. You watch that for a year, 2 years, and so on, and you see where, if there's an emergency, what happened. You can take money from that because most people cannot stand major emergency, which will come. It will happen. But not to you today or us today, it's tomorrow. It's not tomorrow, it's next year. If it's not us, it's our neighbor, family, or friends. Emergencies do happen, right? There's a financial rules that say that individual need to have three kind of account. And the first one is emergency. That means you have an emergency fund, money put away, something pop up. One lost a job, you have at least 3 to 6 months of your monthly income, what you used to bring in. So now you can pay this bill without going into deep depression and fear of being homeless. Your core just give an issue. It won't start. You have no money to fix it. From that emergency fund, you can pull out some money. An emergency fund can also be used for medical, right? And then you have the short-term funds. And the short-term fund now, maybe 9 months plus and so on of money that you put aside to look at some big ticket item. Year, 2 year, 3 years from now, before, you may see a specific property you want to buy. You may have an intention of buying a business. You may have an intention of moving to another state, intention of moving to another country. Then that's that money for. In long term now, we're talking about retirement plan. Guys, look at the sun. It is so beautiful. I am in love with nature. You can see the cloud in the background. I am in love with nature. Oh man, thank God for this earth, the planet, and thank God for nature. Okay, all right, back to our topic. So long-term fund is the retirement plans. Some of us have a 401k. Not many jobs offer 401k, but if your job offer 401k, sign up, because most of these, I don't know if it's most, but a lot of these 401k plans, employers are contributing to it. Don't know, 10, 15, 20%. You put so much dollar for dollar. You put in $50 and they contribute $50. That's $100, and that's your long-term plan. You don't have a job that offer a 401k. What you can do, get yourself in an IRA. There's two kind of IRAs. You have, it actually mean individual retirement plan, IRA, individual retirement account, right? So one is traditional. So the traditional IRA is that you can put money away in there, and all of these is for the long term, right? Your retirement goals, emergency, you may pop into it, but that's why you want to have an emergency fund. But the traditional IRAs is give you a tax break. So for example, the money you contribute to the IRA, when you're ready to file your taxes, you can file, you get a tax break. Whatever you talk to your tax accountant for this, well, you get a tax break. You can get some money back because you're making that contribution. Okay? At the time when you're ready for retirement to pull out from a traditional IRA, you have to pay tax on it, all of that money, not your contribution, but you're paying the profit. Okay? So you have another one called Roth IRA. The Roth IRA, there's no tax break for you today. So you go and put money in there, you're not going to get no tax break, but guess what? At the end of it, you getting it tax free. So traditional, you get some tax incentive, right? Roth IRA is tax-free when you're ready to pull money out. And those can last for retirement plan, right? You look and see which one best for you. I rather the Roth IRA. Okay, it's tax-free. Okay, and both of them, you can make up to, I think last year, don't hold me in this, but you can make a contribution up to $7,000 for the year maximum. If you're over 50, right, you can, what they call a catch up. You can now, instead of 7,000, you get the opportunity to put away 8,000 extra. But do your research on this. But these are stuff you can do. Okay? And meanwhile, we are doing this. You kind of like laying the foundation for what you would like to achieve, because it is tough, and it's just heartbreaking for people to work for 40, 50, 60 years. And when you get to retirement, there's no money. That's golden age. There's no money there. You're relying on Social Security. So many millions of people. And we all know Social Security once per month, it really can take care of much, right? So imagine you have something set aside. What can happen? At that golden age, sometimes you want to visit the world. There's 200 countries in the world. Why only know one and two? But if we don't start to plan and prepare from today, that will reach us like a lot of our neighbor and families. So guys, that is what I have to say when it's come to the retirement. Let's do what we can, give it the best shot, right? Of our savings, our budgeting, and just have a great plan as much as we can possible. Put away as much as we can possible to do. So that is it for today. I'm still here looking at the sun popping out there. The little cloud in Jamaica. We used to, when we see cloud like this, people used to say it's mean that there's a lot of fish in the sea. So if you're close to the ocean, you can catch a lot of fish. No, not true. That is, I'm not a fisherman, right? But this is it for today, man. Church Saturday. Go out, work, plan, enjoy yourself, be safe out there, and that's it, my people. So let's go make it happen.